It is almost bathing suit season, and tonight's first featured biz is here to tell you how you can get ready. Meet Kate Szal. She is the owner of Contouring by Kate. Contouring by Kate was founded in 2020 in the South End of Boston to provide superior contouring and appearance enhancement services to the men and women of the neighborhood. Kate is a nurse practitioner with over 17 years of experience in vascular and neurosurgery at UMass Memorial Medical Center and Beth Israel Deaconess. In 2015, Kate became interested in Botox and cool sculpting and started a part-time practice outside of Boston while continuing to work in vascular surgery. At the same time, she was completing her master's and MBA in certifications by Allergan. Kate knew it was time to make her side hustle a full-time gig. With her medical training and aesthetic sensibility, Kate is now one of the top cool sculpting providers in the greater Boston area. So help me welcome Kate Szal to the Just Steph Show. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Steph. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited because, it's almost bathing suit season, and we need to tell everybody how they can get their bodies ready for those bikinis and short dresses and cute little sundresses, and even for the men.
Exactly.
Right? Do you have a lot of men that are clients, patients?
I do. Yeah, it's definitely not just women. The men need a little help as well.
Well, give us a little sneak peek. What do some of the men do with you?
Everything. Botox, fillers, cool sculpting. Yeah,
That's awesome.
The men are not afraid to get a little extra help as well.
I think, a lot of us spend so much time in the gym and working out and dieting, but there's always that little area that we can't, get to go, to lean down.
That's
And
exactly it. That's
and this
all
is
my
where you
services
step
are
in.
meant for people that are in good shape, that just have these little persistent areas that bother them. And a lot of times people would have to get to like an unhealthy weight to get rid of those trouble areas, but not anymore.
Oh, you mean like really lean down, like they get really, really too thin.
Too thin.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's never a good thing. So we need to enjoy life and be at a healthy weight.
I know. At this age, who wants to be starving themselves and not enjoying when you go out just because you have a little belly fat,
Exactly.
which you're going to take care of. So how did you become interested in the aesthetic world?
So I became interested for my own selfish reasons. I was an avid athlete my entire life. I have a good diet and work out all the time, but I just had some persistent lower belly fat that really bothered me. So I got cool sculpting treatment, and the results were amazing. And I just knew that I needed to provide these for other people.
So, and you saw great results for yourself.
I did. Yeah, it takes about 8 to 12 weeks to see the full result from a treatment. I did one treatment on myself, and then I started doing other areas because, of course, as soon as you see the results and you're so happy, you want to start treating other areas.
So now that we're talking about cool sculpting, what exactly is it?
So cool sculpting, the big fancy word, it's cryolipolysis, which basically just means freezing fat cells. It was founded in Boston at Harvard by a couple physicians that realized that fat freezes at a higher temperature. So we can kill it when we get it down to about 40 degrees, but that's not cold enough to give someone frostbite or muscle damage. It is completely non-invasive, so there's no downtime, so you can do it and go right back to all your normal activities. It uses a suction applicator that just sucks on externally to the area that we're treating, and it freezes those cells for about 35 to 45 minutes.
I love it. That's awesome. So tell us about the other treatments that you offer.
Sure. So I also offer M-Sculpt, which is a technology that helps build muscle. And I do Botox and fillers. Kybella, which is an injectable that kills fat. Generally, I use that on smaller areas that we can't cool sculpt. So if someone has just like a little bit of a double chin or a little bit of jowls, which happens as we age, we can inject Kybella directly into those areas, and that will kill fat. And then I also do a Tetra CO2 cool peel laser, which we can treat anywhere in the body, but primarily we use it on the face and neck and sometimes the décolleté for skin resurfacing.
And why would somebody get skin resurfacing?
So generally, as we age, and then just with the weather and the air quality and everything, we just need some extra help resurfacing the skin. It will decrease pore size. It gives you that nice youthful glow, tightens the skin. It helps with sun damage, those brown spots, and acne scarring.
And how are the results long lasting?
They are. So generally, depending on how much downtime, we can do very minimally downtime. So you look sunburned for a couple hours and then you go back to all your normal activities. No one will know anything was done. If you want a little bit more intense results, we can do something more like a 5 to 7 day social downtime. You can still do your normal activities, but we just say you're going to be a little bit of red and some peeling.
And let's talk a little bit about the difference between what you offer and actually going under the knife. What are the benefits?
So that's what's so great is that the risk is so little with the majority of these treatments. So you don't have to worry about, infection or, significant downtime. If you were to go and get, liposuction, which a lot of people are still good candidates for, but you're going to have that time out of work. You're not going to be able to drive. You're not going to be able to pick up your kids. Risk of infection, things like that. So especially for people that just have very small little areas, something like cool sculpting can be a much better option.
And what makes your offices and what you're doing different from another practice?
So I like to say, because it's just me. I do have an answering service to answer my phone, but otherwise, if you want to make an appointment, I'm going to make that appointment. I'm going to answer all your questions. I do free consultations for all of my services, and all the treatments and follow-ups will also be performed. So I can really build that, relationship with you to make you feel comfortable. And also just being a nurse practitioner with all my medical experience, I feel like that really calms people and knows that they're in good hands.
So it's concierge.
Yes.
So I dug around and I looked up on Google and it says that you're open 24/7, 7 days a week. Tell me about that.
That's true. So basically, I do not have set hours. I will work with my client's schedule to do whatever they need. I can do early mornings. I can do obviously during the day, evenings, Saturdays, Sundays. Everyone's schedule is a lot different nowadays since the pandemic. We don't have just that, typical Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So I realize that I'm very, very flexible and I'll work with my clients to do whatever they need.
And it makes a difference because, people have meetings, they have places to go, and they're working at odd hours. So that makes it you very accessible. Do you offer financing for, for your services?
I do. We use a company called Cherry, and it offers up to 12 months payment plans with no interest. And the great thing is that there's no hard credit checks. So you can just log into the link and see what you qualify for in a matter of minutes.
So if you want to do something with Kate and, you want to spread the payments out over a year, and, we spend money on Starbucks every day, $4 or $5 every day in Starbucks. Add that up over a month. There you go. You can get yourself some cool sculpting.
Exactly. Make yourself feel better.
So what have you found most surprising since you started your business?
So 2 things. The first thing is the lack of skincare. People come and spend all sorts of money on, Botox and fillers and laser treatments on their face, and they're not using any products to maintain those treatments in between. I do offer Senegence products, And I'm happy to like help people and kind of start them off to show them what products they should be using. And number one, I tell everyone is you have to use a daily SPF, even during the winter months. You have to protect that skin from the sun. The other thing is that people don't tell their spouses that they're coming. And I find this hysterical because I've even treated spouses in the same week and they didn't know the other person was coming to me.
That's hilarious.
But with my medical background, HIPAA, I won't share your secrets. You're all safe with me.
So, what is your most exciting result that you've seen with your clients?
The craziest results I would say would be with the cool sculpting because it can just really transform someone's life. They really just struggled with these things that just make them feel bad about themselves, whether they shouldn't. It shouldn't bother them, but it does. And to be able to, make them feel comfortable putting a bathing suit on or making them feel comfortable putting that special dress on again is really what really makes things so happy for me to be able to provide.
Now, this isn't a weight loss option.
It is not a weight loss option. It is generally for people that are close to their goal weight that just have stubborn areas. I tell people it is a mass reduction, not a weight reduction. So it's like if you stepped on a scale with a handful of cotton balls, and then you get back on that scale without the cotton balls, the weight's not going to change, but there's going to be a mass reduction.
Right. So it doesn't matter what the scale says, you'll still be getting into those jeans.
Exactly, which is what all that matters is that you feel good about yourself.
I love it. So where can people find you?
So my website is contouringbykate.com. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and my handle for all of those is at Contouring by Kate.
And where is your location?
We are at 425 Harrison Avenue. That is in the Sowa district of the south end of Boston. And we are located inside of Pure Hair Design.
I love it. So will you come back?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you, Kate. And I look forward to having you back in the show. And you know what? When next time you come back, maybe we could talk about if, when people have come in, what their results were, and so that we can share that with the audience.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
All righty. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Steph. Okay.
So if you are ready to get your biz in front of over 100K peeps, email me at steph@juststeph.com. Stay tuned. Next hour, we have your weekly soul reading and the Just Steph rules of dating and much more.